you ever felt lost at the start of the game? Unsure of what to do? A little like this?
What is this? What? No. What is that? Oh no. How do I? What?
Well, don't worry, we got everything you need to know about starting a character and being a beginner in Everquest 2. Being a beginner in Everquest 2 can be a little overwhelming. Mastering the game and your class takes time, but we're here to help, so you can get started fast, avoid pitfalls, and learn all the secrets of elite players. So kick back, hang out, and we'll show you everything a beginner needs to know. Knowing what race to choose when you're making a character can be pretty confusing. For more information, check the link above for a full detailed video. For now, we'll give you our recommendations for the class and race that are best suited for each other. For the good faction, Bashir and Froglok are the best tanks. For rogues, we go with halflings or wood elves. For casters and priests, pretty much high elf is your best bet. For your neutral tanks, you want to go with Kara or Barbarian. For Rogue, Gnome, or Ratonga. Also, if you want to purchase it, Nightblood is our #1 pick. For casters and priests, you're going to want to go with Erudite. This is also our #1 race and class setup for new characters. Also for priests, Barbarian is a solid choice. For tanks on the evil side, you're going to want to go with Ogre or Ixar. For rogues and casters, nothing beats a Dark Elf. And for priests, Sarnak's a great choice. And if you just want to harvest, we got a recommendation for that too. Human Conjurer is our best pick. Have you ever wondered what the best archetype for each class is? Well, I'm here to let you know. For tank, there's Berserker, Monk, and Shadow Knight that are some of the best. For priest, Inquisitor, Warden and Fury, and Channeler are the best options to go with, though Channeler is a purchased class. For mages, almost everyone works fine. Illusionists and Coercers are the main power feed options, one buffing melee and the other buffing casters. Like Illusionists and Coercers, Troubadour and Dirge are two parts of the same coin. Ranger is also a great option, and Beast Lord is a heavy damage dealer with some power feed options. Now every class can be great in the endgame depending on the player and how you're set up, but these are some of our best picks for what's really doing great right now.
Every moment tonight.
If you have a previous UI setup, the game will prompt you to select that one as soon as you log in. If not, you can press F10 to bring up an easy access way to move windows. To create more hotbars or chat windows, you can right click on them and select Add New Hotbar or Chat tab. After you have your UI set up like you want it, you should add a few spells and abilities to your hotbar. The first ones you want to drag over are Transmute, Call to Home, and any racial abilities that you may have that you need to activate. Also, your Mount and Familiar summoning abilities are a good idea to go ahead and put on your bar so you remember them for later. Next, you want to set up a basic damage macro. To learn more about macros, click the card at the top right of the screen. If you have a pet, you want to add Pet Attack at the top of the macro. This will make sure that your pet is always told to attack, but be advised, it will spam your chat, so you want multiple chat windows to keep your group, guild, general, and tells separate. Also, you want to bind hotkeys to your hotbars. I use Q, E, R, F, mouse button 5, and add Control, Shift, and Alt variants as well for redundant skills, such as Cure and Group Cure, where E will be for Group Cure and Control E will be for Single Cure. To figure out what hotbar you're looking for, right click on it, go to Hotbar Settings, and look at the key map. You'll also want to type /claim. This will open up a window that will have all of the claim items that are available to you. You'll get one for the first login, one for the first day, week, month, and so on, going up to years, and you'll also get claims for any expansions or collector's editions you bought. If you're a member or a gold level account, then you can use Overseer. Overseers is a great way to get gear, crafting materials, and recipes for the entire game, and there are some things that you can only get from raids or Overseers at the end game. For more information, check out this video linked above.
I need to
Once you gain a few levels, remember to keep adding your new skills to your macro and replacing skills that have upgraded to better versions. Also, collections are a great way to get significant upgrades. Specifically, the butterfly or moth collections will give you a very nice necklace at level 20, and the shard quest will give you a nice wrist and necklace items that can be done as you level. Also, for the very start, you can get the feather necklace that is great at level 10. Collections also give a decent bit of experience, so you can use them to level. Also, keep a lookout for adepts and masters from enemies you kill to upgrade your skills. You can also get journeymans and experts from crafters, or become a crafter and make them yourselves. One of the more specific things you need to do is start the harvesting quest line. This will get you started on the trade skill timelines and will also allow you to make 2 charms early on in the game. You won't get replacements for a little while. After level 9, 10, and 14, you can start on your race, class, and skill upgrades. This can be found under the character development window of the L menu. Also at level 10, you can start using AA spec. You will want to use the EQ2 Wire website to find an AA spec to copy if you don't have any in-game heroes to mimic yet. Try going to EQ2 Wire character and looking for someone with your class with around 5,400 resolve and about 300,000 potency at level 120. Then search for the highest max damage you can find. For tanks and healers, it's a little bit harder. This will still work for tanks, as a lot of taunt these days is damage based, so max damage is a pretty good indicator of a good build. For healers, you will want to see what most people are using. Anyone with these stats will usually know what they're doing. Once you've played a little bit, you can get loyalty tokens for playing. If you're a member, you will get double tokens and any currency that you pick up, and will be able to get cool things like adventure and trade skill vitality items that usually take years to get, that can recharge once a week, and larger bags for not a lot of coins. Also, for 5 loyalty coins, members can get 500 plat, and this will really help you when trade skilling and affording things when you don't have a ton of money. After level 10, you're going to want to check out the jeweler in your main city. The jeweler is going to have upgraded equipment for almost every level, so check in every 10 levels to see if you can get any upgrades. Trade skills are an integral part of the game that will allow you to acquire massive amounts of money and make every part of the game easier. Each character can have one primary trade skill, tinkering and adorning, and also a single character can harvest anything in the game. Another ability that needs to be leveled up is transmuting. This can break down armor, weapons, and skills into shards, powders, essences, and manas. These scale with level, and the ability to break them down is based off your current skill. There are a few ways to level, and you can do this through trade skill dailies, trade skill timelines, and trade skill writs. You can do your writs in the guild hall, where you have all of your resources readily available. The first stat we'll talk about is health. It's based off your stamina and to a lesser degree your level. Followed up is health regen. Health regen ticks every 6 seconds. So the number you see is the percentage you will get on a 6-second tick. Power is based off your primary stat, and power regen is based off of 6-second tick as well. Speed is based off of your mount and upgrades you have, as well as totems. Your regens and speed will lower during combat. Status is a currency you use to buy things. Your primary attribute will be different depending on your class. It affects your damage, heals, and your power. Stamina is your ability to shrug off harmful spell effects and affects how much health you have. Your resistance affects how much you will reduce incoming damage based on that resistance type. Mitigation is like your armor class in any other game. Avoidance is your ability to dodge or avoid getting hit, and block chance is your chance to block an attack. Uncontested block is your chance to block a strike through. Crit chance is your ability to crit. Anything over 100 makes you crit at a higher level. Crit bonus adds to that crit. Potency multiplies everything that you calculate by that percentage. Fervor modifies everything at the end by this percentage. Resolve is a gatekeeping number to allow you to participate in high-end dungeons and raids. Having more than you need will not make you do any damage, but having less than you need will make you do significantly less. To figure out how much resolve you need, click on a boss and look at one of its buffs, and it'll tell you the resolve requirement. Ability mod modifies the number shown on an ability by that number. Hate mod is your ability to increase your hate on each attack or taunt by that percentage. Reuse speed speeds up your reuse time on abilities by that percentage. Nothing over 100 matters. Casting speed allows you to cast faster by that percentage. Nothing over 100 matters either. Recovery speed is the amount of time it takes in between abilities to cast. This is only upgraded by alternate advancement abilities at this time. Spell reuse speed and spell double cast are no longer used, but can be gained by AA abilities. They are replaced instead by ability double cast, which allows you to cast abilities twice. 100 is what you want to shoot for, but for raids you'll need 226 due to a 126 reduction spell that the boss casts. These abilities are calculated in the following order. First, the spell is cast. If the boss has a resolve requirement, that will be calculated first. The reuse time and casting speed are affected on the front end and back end of this spell, and if you have it, recovery time takes effect too. Ability mod is then added to the spell's damage. Your spell is then multiplied by your potency. It then checks to see if you have a crit. It will check to see what level crit you have if you're over 100%. This one is kind of a dice roll and just allows you to get those and not do them every time. Crit bonus is then applied to the crit. All of those numbers are then multiplied by the fervor. All of this will be applied and then calculated based on the enemy's defenses. Auto attack abilities are something you shouldn't worry about until you get as much DPS as you can out of your other abilities. DPS kind of works like potency for auto attack. It multiplies the raw number by a percentage. Haste affects how fast your auto attack will go off. Multi-attack works like ability double cast and allows you to double strike on an auto attack. AE auto attack allows you to attack enemies that are adjacent to each other. Strike through allows your auto attack to hit even if the boss blocks the attack. Accuracy is your ability to hit with an auto attack. 15% is pretty much all you need. Flurry works like fervor for your auto attack and multiplies all of the numbers by that percentage. Flurry multiplier multiplies the flurry percentage by that amount. Weapon damage bonus ups the base damage that is calculated before DPS. Auto attack is calculated in the following order. Haste is how fast your weapons are moving. Accuracy, strike through, and AE auto attack say who you're gonna hit and if you hit. Weapon damage bonus is applied to the hit. Then multi-attack is applied, followed by DPS and then flurry. Then flurry multiplier multiplies that flurry. None of this matters for spells or abilities. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, or follow if you enjoy the content. Also, here's some other videos you might find interesting. If you'd like to support my work, please consider donating, buying some merchandise, or join Patreon. Thanks.